Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, this is Ratna Rahayu Fatimah. Coronavirus now becomes rampant, sacrifice increasing in number, and many activities postponed, especially learning activities. Due to the appearance of this virus, many schools closed and causes teachers and students have to do learning activities via online class. Today, I'm gonna interview a teacher from one of the school in Batujajar, Mr. Fuad.
Hello, my name is Fuad Mubarok Tholib, and I am a teacher at one of junior high school in Batujajar, that is MTs Al-Ihsan, and I am teaching English and English conversations. That is two separate subject, where English is just like a regular English. You teach English to the class, and English conversation where you teach the students how to properly speak with English and make it the habit for them to be able to speak with English. And I teach 7th grade right now and 8th grade. 7th grade for English, for the English subject, and 7th and 8th for English and English composition. English composition subject. I'm sorry, for the English composition subject only for the 7th and 8th grade.
Okay, sir, how long did you teach at there?
Right now, actively, I've been teaching for 4 months, but since this is the pandemic, let's say more like for the first semester.
I'm sorry, can you repeat what subject do you teach?
What subject do I teach? I teach English and English composition.
Okay, next. During this pandemic, how do you feel while teaching from home?
Actually, if the material or anything else that has been prepared, it's not like a big problem. Like the only difference is this is not face to face and online situations. But if I say which one do I prefer, I prefer face to face because I can see the students' reaction, I can see the students' difficulties in learning English, and so on and so forth.
Do you have any problem with online learning?
Yes, of course. The kurang ketersediaannya media. I don't know how to say this in English. And some students also still didn't have Android phone. Yes, because that is one of the most crucial part for online learning, and there are some of them that still hasn't Android phone or any smartphones to be precise, to help them in online learning. And there are also some parts where the communications between the teacher and the students become a little bit hard. It also can be seen from my coworkers who also teach another subjects face the same difficulties. Oh yeah, the communication problem itself. Sometimes there are students that are hard to connect to because, as teachers, there are some materials that we also need to fulfill, not just for the students, of course, but some students it's kind of a little bit hard to connect to. Yeah.
How to solve the problem?
How do I solve the problem? Usually, since one of my coworkers introduced me to Google Form to submit like any assignment or something like that, it kind of like become a solution itself for me and the students. And the way I deliver material, I provide with instructional video about the material, and then I post it on YouTube, and then the students can watch the instructional video about the material that uh, I want them to know on YouTube anytime they want. So yeah.
Okay. In your opinion, do you think that online learning is an effective way?
Mm, it could, to be honest. For me, it could. If any necessary media and communications is fulfilled, like, uh, like how we communicate and something like that.
And what will you do if this pandemic has been over?
Well, I think I'm just gonna like teach just like a regular way, and then yeah, most it's basically that. We will just teach in a regular way.
Okay, and that's the last question. There are many problems in teaching via online class, but as we know, there's a solution in every problem, inshallah. Well, thank you so much for Mr. Fuad for joining this interview. Hope you'll stay healthy and happy always. For all teachers and students around the world, don't give up and keep fighting. Staying at home is one of the ways to decrease medical personnel's burdens because staying at home can make us being spared of some scary things that be outside. And also thank you so much for the listeners who listen this interview. Keep healthy and happy always. And that's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.